not very often very aggressive. When they are, it's a little bit intimidating. You want to make sure that when you go in, you've got some way of defending yourself, like with an arm or a hand or your flashlight. Anything that was going to go in there and try to get her would just see nothing but claws and teeth. So I'll go in. No, no, no! Jesus Christ!
Rub it. Go!
Well, one of the primary purposes of this study is to look at detailed habitat use by black bears. So there are a couple of tree species that are really important to bears, the oaks and especially red oak and beech. If there's a really good beech crop, then bears will successfully reproduce and be able to produce enough milk to raise their cubs the following year. There she comes. Okay.
Moderate wear.
Moderate.
And the tips of all canines are chipped.
Well, there's a lot of concern about what's going to happen to black bears in the future with climate change. You know, if you have more frequent droughts, then the chances are pretty good that you'll have more frequent food failures. And of course, there are negative consequences of those for black bear reproduction and survival, but there are also negative consequences for human-bear conflicts, because when we have major food failure events, then we have major conflicts between humans and bears. This collar, it's just a regular VHF, very high frequency collar, and we will follow it by tracking from the ground and from the air. But we'll get general movement patterns and, of course, whether it dies or not. This female had 2 cubs last year, and both of them survived. We've just handled them both as yearlings, and they're both in quite good shape. So that's good. So now we've got the cubs tagged, the yearlings tagged rather, and radio collared. We've changed Mom's GPS collar. She's got a new GPS collar, and this one is downloadable, so we'll be actually able to download the data as frequently as we want to in the spring and summer. You know, it's ironic, a lot of the conflicts we have with bears are over things that by definition we neither want or desire to keep, technically garbage, but lots of bears get killed over stuff that we don't want and we ascribe no value to. So monitoring bear populations in central Ontario over the next while will give us some good baseline information on what bear reproduction is like in this forest type, and help us understand how that might change, and also help us better understand what the conditions under which we can expect to have increased human-bear conflicts.